Serio.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Katakod kan sa tuyang pag-promote kan culture and arts sa Naga, Mr. Chair. Mga arug kaning performances na urog na libre sa publiko. Kay pan mariko taan ta maning pasasalamat, pag-congratulate. 2 bulan ini nag-practice. 80 miyembro ang nagtukduk sa Plaza Rizal. Kadakol po ang nag-enjoy na mga ordinaryong namamanwaan kang Naga. Ang nagdangog kan mga gayon na performances pagtugtog kaning FCR Foundation Band. And with this, I move that we pass a resolution warmly congratulating and commending the Florencio Concepcion Realuyo Foundation Band for the outstandingly successful staging of its grand homecoming concert entitled Rhythm of Unity, Coming Home to the Music, held at Plaza Rizal Park, Naga City on May 31, 2026. So move on joint collective.
Again, on joint and collective motion. Next item, please.
Next is the proposed resolution authored by the Honorable Francisco Mendoza, endorsing to the Department of Economic Planning and Development Regional Office for its favorable consideration and inclusion in the regional budget proposal the requested infra projects of the Bicol Medical Center, namely the proposed construction of 9-story patient support building with an approach for sustainable and modern architecture, and the upgrading and expansion of the main hospital road network in BMC Naga.
City Councilor Mendoza.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This resolution is in compliance with one of the requirements for agencies requesting funding through the DepDeb. It is in compliance with the Comprehensive Investment Programming Guidelines. So with that, Mr. Chair, I move that we pass a resolution entitled, as read by the good secretary, in support of the projects of the Bicol Medical Center. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. Next item, please.
Next item is the proposed resolution authored by the Honorable Jefferson Romeo Felix, a resolution expressing the gratitude and appreciation of the City Government of Naga to the City Government of Bayugan, Agusan del Sur, led by Honorable Kirk A. Assis, City Mayor, for its hospitality, assistance, and support to the Bicol Region Delegation, including the student athletes, coaches, and officials from Naga City during the Palarong Pambansa 2026 held from May 24 to 31st in the province of Agusan del Sur.
City Councilor Felix.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair. So the Palarong Pambansa was held last May 24 to 31, 2026 in the province of Agusan del Sur, with Bayugan City serving as one of the host localities that welcomed, accommodated, and assisted participating delegations. This was also mentioned by Mayor Lenny Robredo yesterday during the flag ceremony. And this also happened under the leadership of Honorable Kirk A. Assis, the City Mayor of the City Government of Bayugan. They extended hospitality, assistance, and support to the Bicol Region Delegation, contributing to the welfare, safety, and positive experience of the participating student athletes, coaches, and officials. With this, Mr. Chair, may I move that we pass a resolution expressing the gratitude and appreciation of the City of Naga to the City Government of Bayugan, Agusan del Sur, led by Honorable Kirk A. Assis, the City Mayor, for its hospitality, assistance, and support to the Bicol Region Delegation, including the student athletes, coaches, and officials from Naga City. So I move, Mr. Chair.
On joint and collective motion. By the way, what was the rank of the Bicol region in the overall standings?
It was below 10, Mr. Chair. The rank of the Bicol region was below 10, Mr. Chair.
We were ranked number 10.
It was below rank 10, Mr. Chair. But I'm sure we will emerge next year, Mr. Chair.
No, there were 2 categories, the elementary category and secondary category. So in the overall standings, Bicol was ranked number 10.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Way below, Mr. Chair. We will submit, Mr. Chair, the rankings for our official record, Mr. Chair.
Actually, there were 20 participating regions.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, thank you. Thank you,
Mr. Chair.
Councilor Felix. Next item, please.
Next is another proposed resolution authored by the Honorable Jepson Romeo Felix, a resolution commending Angelo Alba of Barangay Bagong Bayan Sur for winning the gold medal in the freestyle category of Taekwondo Elementary Division during the Palarong Pambansa 2026 held from May 24 to 31st in the province of Agusan del Sur.
Again, Councilor Felix.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This, Mr. Chair, are actually 6 individual resolutions for our Palarong Pambansa medalists. May I read, Mr. Chair? These are resolutions of commendation for John Angelo F. Alba of Barangay Bagong Bayan Sur for winning the gold medal in the freestyle category of Taekwondo Elementary Division during the Palarong Pambansa. Next, Mr. Chair, is a resolution congratulating and commending Maristela S. Torrecampo of Barangay Pacol for winning the gold medal in the singles category of tennis secondary division during the Palarong Pambansa. Next, Mr. Chair, is another resolution congratulating and commending Jov Jester R. Palo of Barangay Pacol, Naga City for winning multiple medals in archery secondary division during the Palarong Pambansa. Next, Mr. Chair, is another resolution for Dreco Xavier Marius S. Alvarez of Barangay Concepcion Grande for winning the bronze medal in the 4x50 meter medley of swimming elementary division during the Palarong Pambansa. Next, Mr. Chair, is another resolution for Noveline A. Lacostales of Barangay Mabolo for winning the bronze medal in the artistic category of Pencak Silat, secondary division. And last, Mr. Chair, another resolution for Kaiser Art R. Maniago of Barangay Concepcion Pequeña for winning the bronze medal in the freestyle category of Taekwondo secondary division. So with this, Mr. Chair, may I move on joint and collective motion that we pass 6 individual resolutions congratulating and commending these Palarong Pambansa athletes.
So joint and collective. Next item, please.
Next is communication from the Office of the City Mayor seeking for the passage of a resolution authorizing her to enter into, negotiate, and sign the memorandum of agreement with the Home Development Mutual Fund relative to the implementation of a cooperative framework for housing development and end-user housing loan facilitation.
Any reaction or comment from the members of the council? Councilor Albios?
This matter is just presented to the Sangguniang Panlungsod this morning. May I move that this be referred to the Committee on Housing?
So we will refer this to the Committee on Housing. Any second? Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. Next item, please.
Next is another communication from the Office of the City Mayor seeking for the passage of a resolution authorizing her to enter into, negotiate, and sign the memorandum of agreement with the Department of Migrant Workers, Overseas Workers, Welfare Administration, Department of Labor and Employment, and Technical Education and Skills Development Authority relative to the implementation of the programs to promote and protect the rights and welfare of overseas Filipino workers.
Councilor Baldemoro, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, may I move for passage of authorizing the City Mayor to enter into, negotiate, and sign the Memorandum of Agreement with the Department of Migrant Workers, Overseas Workers Welfare Administration, Department of Labor and Employment, and Technical Education and Skills Development Authority relative to the implementation of programs to promote and protect the rights and welfare of the overseas Filipino workers. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. Next item, please.
Next is another communication from the Office of the City Mayor seeking for the passage of a resolution authorizing her to enter into, negotiate, and sign the memorandum of agreement with the ICT Council of Bicol and National ICT Confederation of the Philippines relative to the 10th Convergence of Luzon Championship and Exhibitions to promote ICT-related investment and collaboration in the city.
Reaction? Councilor Attorney Aris Macaraig.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning to the viewers. May I respectfully move that we pass a resolution to authorize the City Mayor to enter into, negotiate, and sign a memorandum of agreement with the ICT Council of Bicol and National ICT Confederation of the Philippines relative to the 10th Click Connex to promote ICT-related investments and collaboration in the city of Naga, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. Next item, please.
Next is another communication from the Office of City Mayor seeking for the passage of a resolution authorizing her to enter into, negotiate, and sign the memorandum of agreement with Access Health Incorporated relative to the implementation and accreditation process for Mother-Baby Friendly Hospital Initiative.
Dr. Councilor Borja, can you handle this? Or we will refer this to your co-chairman, Dr. Gail Abunal Gomez of the Committee on Health.
So thank you, Mr. Chair. May I do the honors first, Mr. Chair? This request from the City Mayor pertains to the request also of the Bicol Access Health since they will be applying for accreditation as a mother-baby friendly hospital initiative. And since the LGU has the mandate from the city, from the Center for Health Development to process, assist applicants for such, thus this MOA, Mr. Chair. So therefore, may I move that we pass a resolution authorizing the City Mayor to enter into an agreement with the Bicol Access Health Incorporated for the implementation and accreditation process for their mother-baby friendly hospital initiative. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second. Mr.
Any
Chairman,
objection? Objection?
Not objection, but
Yeah, comment? Councilor
just
Serio.
to make it clear for all of us, ang agreement is memorandum of understanding, not memorandum of agreement. Iba man po ang nature kanduwang yan. MOU sa kay MOA.
Yes, I stand corrected, Mr. Chair. It's a memorandum of understanding.
Be clear ko lang, Mr. Chair.
So
bago
it's
sa
a
Secretary
memorandum of
understanding.
understanding and not a memorandum of agreement.
Correct,
Yes,
Mr.
Mr. Chair.
Okay, so that's clear
Yes, sir.
enough.
Sa Secretariat kaya si pagkasabi sa bago, MOA ang pigsabi ba kung MOU. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Serio. So any second to the motion of Councilor Dr. Gail Abunal
Second.
Gomez? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. Next item, please.
Next is another communication from the
Mr.
Office
Chair.
of the City Mayor.
Yes, Councilor Felix.
Just a quick manifestation, Mr. Chair. Just to correct what I said earlier, Mr. Chair, for regular sports, Region 5 ranked 14th in the overall medal tally. For demo sports, we didn't acquire any medals, so we are unranked. But in para games, Mr. Chair, we ranked 5th. Region 5 ranked 5th. Just to put on record, Mr. Chair.
In the overall ranking,
14th, Mr. Chair.
number 14.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. Chair. May
Yes.
hapot lang po ko sa chairman ng sports.
Councilor Serio.
Duman po sa rank 14 na ito na kang Bicol. Pirang medalya na ginto ang Bicol. Yan. As in, piraman dyan ang kontribusyon kang Naga.
For yes, Mr. Chair. For Region 5, we acquired 13 gold medals, Mr. Chair. 13 gold medals, 18 silver, and 21 bronze. As to the gold medals contributed by Naga City, Mr. Chair, we have 2 medals, two gold medals, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Felix. So we proceed to the next item.
Next is another communication from the Office of the City Mayor seeking for the passage of a resolution authorizing her to enter into, negotiate, and sign the memorandum of agreement with the Department of Transportation and Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board relative to the implementation of the service contracting program.
Reaction? Where is the chairman of the Committee on Transportation? Yes, Councilor Attorney Rosales.
Mr. Chairman, the service contracting program has been implemented and co-implemented by the city government and the DOTR LTFRB in previous years. So this is just another batch of prospective beneficiaries of this program. So may I move for the passage of the resolution? Collective motion, Mr. Chairman.
Joint and collective. Next item, please.
Next is another communication from the Office of the City Mayor seeking for the passage of a resolution ratifying the supplemental memorandum of agreement between the City Government of Naga and the Department of Education relative to the implementation of the school building project.
Where is the chairman of the Committee on Education? Councilor David Casper Nathan Serio.
Request na ni Mayor. Mr. Chairman, mahalaga ang mga school buildings ang kulang baga kita sa Naga, ginatos ata ang kulang. And ining agreement na pighagan sa to kang alkalde na maglaog kita sa memorandum of agreement supplemental MOA with DepEd. May direktang implikasyon sa paggibonin mga school buildings hindi sa Naga. So I move that we grant the request of the City Mayor authorizing her to ratify to ratify the supplemental memorandum of agreement with DepEd on joint and collective motion. Mr. Chair.
Joint and collective. Next item, please.
Next is under unfinished business. The notice of promulgation in the administrative case filed by Milagros Lagos versus Punong Barangay Domingo Ramos, Barangay Kagawad Vilma Camacho, and Jennifer Purisima for dishonesty, oppression, misconduct in office, gross negligence, and dereliction of duty.
Again, we wish to acknowledge the presence of Barangay Captain Domingo Ramos, Barangay Kagawad Jennifer Purisima, and Barangay Kagawad Vilma Camacho, all of Barangay Panikwason. Councilor Attorney Rosales.
Mr. Chairman, we have already decided this case last session, and today is set for the promulgation of the decision, which was decided last week.
Okay,
so may we
please.
just request the parties to just stand up as the dispositive portion is being read by our secretariat.
May we request the respondents to stand up?
The copy of the decision will be furnished to the parties as well, Mr. Chair.
The secretary will be reading the
Dispositive portion.
dispositive portion, the final decision.
Wherefore, premises considered, there being no substantial evidence to hold respondents, Punong Barangay Domingo Ramos, Kagawad Vilma Camacho, and Jennifer Purisima administratively liable for the charges of dishonesty, oppression, misconduct in office, gross negligence, and dereliction of duty against them. This case is hereby dismissed.
Okay. Dismiss. Kindly provide the respondents copies of the full decision. Next item, please.
Next is the committee report of the Committee on Education for the hearing last May 21st.
The Committee on Education, headed by Councilor David Casper Nathan Serio.
Mr. Chairman, may I request that this committee report of the Committee on Education dated May 21 be acknowledged.
Your report is duly acknowledged.
There was a quorum during that day.
There was a quorum. Thank you.
For the first item, proposed resolution authored by this representation requesting the Office of the City Mayor to direct the City Planning Development Office in coordination with the City College of Naga to conduct a comprehensive study on adding relevant degree programs at the City College of Naga. May I go directly to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to recommend to the plenary the approval of proposed resolution requesting the Office of the City Mayor to direct the City Planning Development Office in coordination with the City College of Naga to conduct a comprehensive study on the addition of relevant degree programs at the City College of Naga. So move.
Any objection?
Another disposition.
There being none, the motion is approved. So at this stage, the committee has not decided on the additional courses to be offered by the City College of Naga.
It will be the CPDO and CCN and with another office in another disposition, the ESO.
Okay, thank you.
Identifying the additional programs, Mr. Chair. And this is in consonance with your request in one of our sessions.
Yes, I was requesting that at least 2 other courses be added.
Yes.
Public administration
I took
and
note of that, Mr. Chair.
business management. Okay, thank you.
Thank
Proceed.
you. Another disposition is to further recommend to include the Education Scholarship and Sports Office as part of the team that will conduct the feasibility study. So move.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Another item, proposed ordinance authored by this representation institutionalizing the emergency teacher substitute program in the City of Naga, providing for the automatic hiring of locally funded teachers during unforeseen vacancies or Magna Carta leave availments. For the disposition, Mr. Chair, the committee resolved to defer the matter and direct the Secretariat to furnish the DepEd Naga Division Office, the City Budget Office, and the Naga City School Board with copies of the proposed ordinance for their comments. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Thank you.
What do you mean by Magna Carta
Igwang Magna Carta ang mga teachers
availments?
na kung saan pag nagkahilang o may biglaan na may emergencies, pwede siya magkuha ng leave.
So that's called Magna Carta availments.
Igwang
How about cum laude availments?
Igwang suway na plano ba siya?
Okay, proceed.
Next item, proposed ordinance authored by this representation establishing the Naga City Outstanding Teacher Graduate Scholarship Program, providing for its guidelines, allocating funds therefore, and for other purposes. For the disposition, Mr. Chair,
Yes, please.
the committee resolved to defer the matter and direct the Secretariat to furnish the DepEd Naga Division Office, the the City Budget Office and the Naga City School Board with copies of the proposed ordinance for their comments. So move.
Any second? Any objection?
Thank you.
There being none, the motion is approved.
Next item, proposed ordinance authored by Honorable Francisco Mendoza, suspending the effectivity of ordinance number 2023-052 entitled An Ordinance Establishing a Medical Scholarship Program in the City of Naga, providing guidelines in appropriating funds and for other purposes. For the disposition, Mr. Chair,
Yes, please.
the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod plenary the approval of the on second reading of the proposed ordinance entitled An Ordinance Suspending the Effectivity of Ordinance Number 2023-052 entitled An Ordinance Establishing a Medical Scholarship Program in the City of Naga, providing guidelines appropriating funds and for other purposes. May I recognize, Mr. Chair, with your approval, the proponent of this measure, Councilor Frank Mendoza, to
City Councilor Frank Mendoza, may we request the Secretariat to flash the proposed ordinance on the screen?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. If I may be allowed to make a presentation, just a very brief presentation, to situate why we have to suspend that medical scholarship program. Next slide. The concerned ordinance is number 2023-052, an ordinance establishing a medical scholarship program in the City of Naga, providing guidelines, etc. Its rationale is to seek to augment the number of doctors employed in the city government of Naga. Sinabi pa digdi sa explanatory note, the expansion of the services of the Naga City Health Office and the Naga City Hospital all the more necessitate a comprehensive program to address the need for the availability of medical practitioners. So, ang justification po kaning ordinance na ni, naning dakol kitang doktor na ma-employ sa satuya mga health facilities. Next slide. Next slide. Ang benepisyo na itatao duman sa medical scholars, yan po dyan sa Section 6, ketong old ordinance, yan po si gabos na tuition, miscellaneous, and other fees, sagot po kang syudad, pati na po may allowance na 5,000 every month. So, in summary, tuition fee, libre, miscellaneous fee, libre, other school fees, libre, plus 5,000 and monthly allowance. Siya pang benefit kan sarong medical scholar. Next slide. Piraman po yan. Hilingon tang pinakabarato. Sa Bicol University, ang school fees, minimum, 30,000 per semester. Idagdag pa si 5,000 allowance, that's 25,000. Total cost per student, 55,000. Ang medical course po is 4 years, so 8 semester, that's 440,000 for each scholar. Hilingon tama po kung next slide. Piraman ang nire-receive kang ordinaryong scholar kang siyudad. Ang pinakababa is 18,000, maximum is 20,000 per semester. Mayong 5,000 na monthly allowance. Ang 4-year course, ang gastuta kayan is 176,000. And take note, ang beneficiaries ta under our regular scholarship program are poor undergraduate students. Next slide. Ini po ang siguro hurup-hurupon ta ini pong sa medical scholarship. Sa ibang eskwelahan, baka lang 30,000 ang cost. In all likelihood, masalanggaw po. Ang beneficiaries kani mga graduate na. As in, may provision po itong ordinance na to, na beneficiaries, ang income dapat day mag-exceed sa 1 million per year. Ang 1 million po is equivalent to 83,333 pesos monthly family income. Iyan po above na sa poverty level. So, mahal ang medical school, college graduate na po ang beneficiary, may kaya man most likely ang mga ma-avail po kani. Next slide. Pero ano po sinasabi sa Local Government Code? Under Section 458, sinasabi po digdi, ang local government should establish a scholarship fund for poor but deserving students in schools located within its jurisdiction or for students residing in the city. Next slide. So, ang purpose ng medical scholarship was to provide a supply of doctors to city government health facilities. Pero hilingon to pa ang reality. Ang medical school will take around 6 to 7 years bago makaproduce ng doktor. 4 na taon na college, 1 year postgraduate, 6 months na review. So roughly around 6 years. Ini pong ordinance na sinususpenda was approved in June 2022. Dagdagan tang 6 years. Sa 2028 pa ma-produce ng doktor. As in, itong akot tango niya ng mga scholar, sa 2032 pa magiging 2032 pa sila magiging available. And ang pinaka-reality po, ang problema sa doktor, bako man dahil kulang supply, kundi dahil ang compensation kang government doctors, hababa. Sweldo mo tayo sindang halangkaw, mairig diyan, whether we have this medical scholarship or not. Next slide. So, reasons for suspension. We need to prioritize our meager fiscal resources. Pilitang idagdag iyan masisave ta sa regular scholarship program. Pilitang idagdag sa city school feeding program. Tanganing mas maray ang nutrition ka mga aki. Pag maray ang nutrition, maraya ng mga estudyante. Pwedeng i-augmenta duman sa mga sweldo kang educator teacher as proposed by Councilor Nathan and other education sector priorities. Next. So ini po si proposed ordinance, an ordinance suspending the effectivity. Dito man po rin i-repeal, just suspending the effectivity of ordinance number 2023-052 with that title, in view of the necessity to reprioritize fiscal resources for regular, indigent, tertiary scholars and other education sector needs. Next. Ang Section 1 po, yung pinakasupa, suspension of the medical scholarship program, the effectivity of ordinance number 2023-052, also known as the Doctor para sa Naga Medical Scholarship Program is hereby suspended. Section 2, exclusion from the effects of suspension. Existing medical scholars shall continue to receive the benefits provided under Ordinance 2023-052 until they complete their medical course. So, dahil man sila papabayaan, subject to the grade requirement and other conditions therein. Applicants who have already applied for, iyan po si mga nag-apply ngunya na taon, and underwent the requisite interview as of the effectivity of this ordinance and are subsequently qualified and admitted into the program shall likewise enjoy the full benefit of the medical scholarship program. However, in keeping with the local government code, poor but deserving students shall be prioritized. Next. Section 3, reallocation of funds to regular scholarship program. Any funds saved arising from the suspension shall be utilized for the regular scholarship program of the city, or otherwise to augment other priority needs of the city's education sector. Section 4, mandatory review. Ini po, garo sugo lang po sa tuya na i-review tayong scholarship programs kan city para mas ma-rationalize. Next slide. Ini po, lumasa nag-worry na paano na pala niya si mga medical students na mayong kakayahan mag-adal. Igwa po ning batas, RA 11509, an act establishing a medical scholarship and return service program for deserving students. Igwa pong batas na pinindalaganan, mas gulpi pati ang benepisyo. Free tuition, allowance for books, supplies and equipment, clothing or uniform allowance, allowance for dormitory, may transportation pa, may internship fee, may medical board review fee, license fee, annual medical insurance, and other education-related miscellaneous expenses. So, dawat tanggalon ta po ito, igwang existing batas na masalo as in mas gulpi ang makukang benepisyo. So, with that, Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the proposed ordinance on second reading.
So in other words, we will not repeal.
We will not repeal in due respect to the authors. By the way, Mr. Chair, I talked to the author, Dr. Lito Del Rosario, and discussed this matter, and he was amenable.
No, for how long shall we suspend the ordinance?
Forever.
There was no mention about
There is no
that.
mention, Mr. Chair, meaning to say that the suspension would stay in effect for as long as it is not lifted.
It's a bit confusing.
Mr. Chair, it's just a diplomatic way of setting aside that ordinance.
Because we may as well repeal the ordinance and then have your ordinance as the existing legislative function.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair.
Yes, Councilor Attorney Aris Macaraig.
I am in agreement to repeal instead the ordinance. And actually, I have concern about the actual effectivity of the ordinance because pag naging doktor na po si Scholar ta, papatrabahon ta siyang 5 years digdi sa Naga, he or she loses his chance to specialize. Kasi 5 years sa digding patrabahon sa Naga, may mampo kita ning bako man pong tertiary hospital ang Naga City Hospital. So, bai po siya matitrain. So, he or she could be a surgeon, an OB-GYN, an optometrist, an internist. Dahil na po yan makukuha for the next 5 years because of this ordinance. So, it actually limits the capacity of the doctors to specialize. So, ang makukuha lang po digdi sa ordinance, puro lang general practitioners, which kadakol man po yan. Compared naman sa mga special specialists. So I move instead that to repeal the ordinance.
Reaction from the principal author.
I am amenable. In fact, the original wording of that is actually repeal. But again, to be diplomatic, it's just a suspension. But if the body is of the opinion that it should be repealed, then I am amenable to have it.
I believe we don't have
amended.
to be diplomatic about this. We need to check the financial standing of the city government of Naga. In fact, the city mayor categorically stated that the Naga City General Hospital is losing 40 million pesos a year. So I believe your ordinance is addressing this particular concern. So we may as well repeal the ordinance of Doctor of Philosophy Lito del Rosario.
With that, Mr. Chair, I move that we approve on second reading an ordinance repealing the effectivity of ordinance number 2023-052.
Any second? Yes, Councilor Baldimoro.
We need to second first, Mr. Chair, before I comment.
Are you objecting? Yes, Councilor Baldimoro, please explain your stand.
Yes, Mr. Chair. If the author is amendable, instead of suspending, which is tantamount to repealing, could we just modify or amend the ordinance? My proposal is just to assume the tuition fee and the qualification is for indigent student and also a 2-year return service. That's my proposal. If the
Any reaction from the principal author?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Councilor Baldimoro. My stand, Mr. Chair, is that all should avail of the existing regular scholarship program. Igawa kitang sariling programa na nagtatawa ng mga benepisyo, though not as robust as that one. Sa lingkod dapat pantay-pantay and ang medical scholarship should be given naman sa mga undergraduates pa, pre-med. Pero ito mga tapos na, bakit na naman gayong problema yan? Graduate na silang college. Ang priority itong mga day patapos, itong inutang itulod nga ning makatapos. So, with due respect, I move that we preserve the ordinance except instead of suspending that it repeal.
Repeal.
Concerned ordinance.
Comment from Councilor Felix.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just to manifest my position on this one, Because, Mr. Chair, I had some consultations with our city scholars, and I know also the situation of our education system here in Naga, being a member of the local school board. Siyempre, Mr. Chair, mamundo na i-suspend or i-repeal tayo in effect because we know a lot of young people are hopefuls to be medical doctors in the future and mayroong kakayahan. But balancing out, Mr. Chair, knowing the financial status of the city government and knowing na kadakol kita, Mr. Chair, talagang kayo puan pag-investan, lalong-lalo na sa primary education, sa mga elementary and high school students it is really indeed, there is a need to reprioritize our fiscal resources for this matter. That's why, Mr. Chair, I am in support of this proposed ordinance, although, syempre, I manifest na medyo mamundo na i-suspend ni, but I support this proposed policy, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Councilor Felix. By the way, how many medical scholars do we have right now? Councilor Mendoza.
As per the statement of the head of ESO, we have around 6 medical scholars.
6. Okay, thank you. So, Councilor Mendoza has made the final motion. Any second?
Second, Mr. Chair.
Any objection?
Councilor Aris is raising his hand.
One objection. Are you objecting, Councilor Rosales?
Mr. Chairman, we are approving on second reading
Yeah, second reading.
an ordinance which is not yet presented to us because there is a new ordinance repealing the previous ordinance. This is different. The new ordinance has to be presented to us first before we can approve it. The repealing ordinance.
Yes, the original idea was to suspend
Yes, Mr. Chair.
the ordinance authored by Dr. Lito del Rosario. But Councilor Mendoza acceded to their request that instead of suspending, we have to repeal.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. But I see that there are other provisions in the proposed ordinance which I don't know if it will be adopted in the repealing ordinance. So will it be just a simple repeal ordinance or what about the other provisions here?
Reaction, Councilor Mendoza.
The same ordinance would be approved except that instead of suspension, it would be repeal. So for instance, Section 1, suspension of the medical scholarship program would be repeal of the medical scholarship program. The effectivity ordinance number 2023-052 is hereby repealed. O siguro, ordinance number 2023-052 is hereby repealed. Exclusion from the effects of repeal. So basically, Mr. Chair, it would be the same ordinance except for the change from suspension to repeal.
Okay, are you satisfied with that explanation, Councilor Rosales?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so the motion, any second? Reaction, Councilor Aris?
I second the motion, Mr. Chair, and may I just manifest also my reason. Rather than investing in this scholarship, which is proven to be inefficient, I would like to see the city government instead in giving effort that a medical school be again erected in this city, because that would be more long-term in effect and benefits. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Councilor Aris Macaraig. So we have the motion. Those who are in favor of the motion, because Councilor Baldimoro expressed his objection, so we have to divide the House. Who are in favor of the motion? Kindly
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Who are not in favor of the motion? So 1, So 8 are in favor and 1 is objecting. The motion is carried. Yes, Councilor Felix.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Additional manifestation, Mr. Chair. Given na na-repeal si policy on the medical scholarship, I would instead want to see the city government also invest more on our alternative learning system students and out-of-school youth. Because, Mr. Chair, dakulon man kitang out-of-school youth tigdi sa Naga na kaipuhan ng second chances. And I think the repeal of this proposed policy is a good indicator na sana mapaduman po sa mas nangaipo talaga ng investment. That will be all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Councilor Felix. Next item, please.
A letter dated April 6, 2026 from Honorable Alan Rees Makaraig, endorsing a query on the implementation of no collection policy of the Department of Education, particularly on PTA contribution in Tabuco Central School. For the disposition, Mr. Chair,
Yes, please.
the committee resolved to recommend to the plenary the crafting and adoption of policy guidelines to clarify the proper implementation of voluntary PTA contributions in accordance with existing rules and regulations of the Department of Education. So move.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
In connection with this, Mr. Chairman, the committee further resolved that the said policy guidelines shall be crafted by the chairman, this representative, together with Councilor Macarig, Councilor Mendoza, for submission to the committee.
Any second?
I
Any
have-
objection?
Mr. Chairman, in connection with this, I have already crafted a draft ordinance. Garo na submit ko na secretariat. Siguro i-refer ko na lang sa committee.
Okay, so we will be referring this draft ordinance to the Committee on Education.
That's all. Fine.
Thank you, Councilor Serio. Next item, please.
Next is the email sent on dated May 25 from Father Aristotle D., University President of the LGU-Naga University, containing their comments and recommendations on the proposed ordinance establishing and institutionalizing the Nagan Youth Hills Fellowship Program of Naga City.
Councilor Dr. Gayla Manuel Gomez.
Chair, this is in relation to the proposed ordinance by the Honorable Felix, and this is pending under the Committee on Health and Nutrition, Mr.
So
Chair.
it's still pending with
Yes,
the Committee
Mr.
on
Chair.
Health.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Next item, please.
The motion for reconsideration, the decision rendered by the Sangguniang Panlungsod in the administrative case filed by the DUA versus Juan Francis Mendoza for conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service, dereliction of duty, and gross negligence filed by Juan Francis Mendoza, respondent, Mendoza motion for reconsideration.
We will refer this matter to the Committee on Blue Ribbon. Yes, Councilor Rosales.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we just take note of the motion for reconsideration.
Any second?
Mr.
We just
Chairman-
take note of this motion for reconsideration.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, may I just explain why?
Yes, please.
Because the rules of the Sangguniang for administrative cases do not provide a motion for reconsideration as a remedy for an aggrieved party. In fact, Mr. Chairman, under the local government code, a decision of the Sangguniang, once promulgated, is already final and executory. As a rule, Mr. Chairman, a final and executory judgment is already unalterable and immutable, even on alleged errors. So, Mr. Chairman, this is not to say that the Punong Barangay Mendoza is not without recourse. He may still file an appeal with the Office of the President, but even so, such appeal will not stay the execution of the decision. But in case it will be overturned, his salaries will be returned to him. So, Mr. Chairman, it will not be proper for us to act on this motion. Mr. Chair.
So you are suggesting that we will just take note.
Mr. Chair.
So we take note of this. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Mr. Chairman,
Councilor David Casper Nathan Serio.
nag-abot na ang balaog ka, mahal na Diyos. I move for recess.
with the indulgence of the Chair of the Committee on Laws, we received a letter coming from the City Mayor marked as urgent, request for a passage of a resolution authorizing the City Mayor to dispose properties pertaining to the programs of the Community Mortgage Program for Barangay Sabang and Barangay Mabolo. So may I move that this be included under SBO.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. So we will take that particular item under special business and or order. Yes, Councilor Serio.
SBO 16.
On rules, may I move to include under item, under new, ano? In the SBO or under new business siguro? Transfer na lang. Special business order. A proposed measure already submitted in this August chamber last session. However, because of the absence of this proponent, it was deferred. The title of the resolution is Resolution Formally and Urgently Requesting the National Historical Commission to evaluate and declare the collective historical status of Naga City's triad of revolutionary heroes, Jose Maria Panganiban, Don Tomas Arejola, and General Ludovico Arejola, as figures of national heroic stature in light of Naga City's stewardship of their legacies.
So you are proposing that
This be included in
that particular proposed resolution be included under SBO.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. So we tackle first the proposed resolution coming from the City Mayor's office.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Councilor Albios.
Yes, Mr. Chair. The request of the City Mayor is for two separate resolutions authorizing the City Mayor to dispose properties pertaining to the following: the parcel of land located at Barangay Sabang involving 11,226 square meters in favor of Sabang Puro Urban Cabisig Homeowners Association under the Community Mortgage Program. And second is the parcel of land covered by TCT number 561 at Barangay Mabolo involving 5,037 square meters in favor of the Mabolo Home Subdivision Homeowners Association under the Community Mortgage Program. So may I move for the approval of two separate resolutions, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. Next
Mr.
item.
Chair.
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
Not an objection, Mr. Chair. With the indulgence of the proponent, can we reward the resolution instead of disposing properties, authorizing the City Mayor to enter into a deed of sale with the concerned homeowners association?
Reaction, Councilor Albios.
Mr. Chair.
Okay, so we will have to change the wordings. Next item, the resolution of Councilor David Casper Nathan Serio.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ini po, ining proposed resolution na igwasindang deklarasyon ko ano man ang ining tulong heroes ta, si Jose Maria Panganiban, Don Tomas Arejola, saka General Ludovico Arejola. Ano man ang ini? Urog na ini si Panganiban saka si Tomas Arejola. Tayo ni mga kaibanan baga ining ni Jose Rizal sa La Solidaridad. Grupo kan mga Pilipino sa Espanya na nagakampanya ng reforma sa paggogobyerno kang Espanyol digdi sa Pilipinas. Ano man ang siya? National hero o local tang digdi lang? Hinagantang definitive na declaration kay ni an National Historical Commission tangarig magihan man kita kung ano ang mga pwede tang gibuhon katakod kaning pagirumdum sa sainda. So I move, Mr. Chairman, that we pass this resolution formally and urgently requesting the National Historical Commission of the of the Philippines to evaluate and declare the collective historical status of Naga City's triad of revolutionary heroes, Jose Maria Panganiban, Don Tomas Arejola, and General Ludovico Arejola, as figures of national heroic stature in light of Naga City's stewardship of their legacies. May I move this, that we approve this on joint and collective motion.
Joint and collective motion.
Thank you.
Next item, please.
Next is under unfinished business. Item number 5 is the position papers signed by Gladino Posugak, Nasilgaya President, on the utilization of the 7,000 medical allowance and on the proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable Mendoza authorizing the grant of the same.
Councilor Mendoza. Yes, Councilor Barlimoro.
This is form part of the committee report of the Committee on Appropriation.
Okay, so it is part of the report of the Committee on Appropriations. Next item, please.
A letter dated May 26 from Mr. Nino Rodriguez, OIC of CDRRMO, informing of the response on resolutions 2026-319 regarding coordination with Legazpi City, Albay relative to the recent volcanic activity of Mayon volcano.
Any comment or reaction from the members of the council? So we take note of the letter coming from Mr. Reynor Rodriguez. Next item.
Next is the email sent dated May 26 from Dennis Luque, Senior Manager in External Affairs Advocacy of the Globe Tower BGC, containing their comments on the draft UCTP implementation procedures of Ordinance Number 2025-048 or the Underground Cabling Plus Ordinance.
Yes, Councilor Albios.
This matter be referred to the Committee on Public Utilities.
Any second? Any objection? So we will refer this to the Committee on Public Utilities. Next item, please.
Next is a letter from Attorney Angel Ohastros of the City Legal Office containing the revised legal and policy review on the proposed ordinance governing the ethical use of artificial intelligence in creative, artistic, cultural, and heritage projects and programs of the City of Naga.
Comment? Yes, Councilor Felix.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think this matter is pending under the Committee on Information and Technology.
So this matter is pending before
Yes, Mr. Chair.
the Committee on
Information
Information Technology, IT. Next item, please.
A letter from Attorney Reysa Rodriguez, City Legal Office, containing the review of their proposed ordinance institutionalizing social and welfare benefits for job order and contract of service.
Any comment? Councilor Mendoza.
That matter is pending with the Committee on Organizational Development.
Okay, so this matter is pending with the Committee on Organizational Development. Next item.
Next is a letter dated May 28 from Christina Timbal, PO, President of Zone 6, Panikwason Farmers Association, seeking the endorsement of the Sangguniang Panlungsod of their petition for the reclassification and award by grace of the timberland portion of Lot 976A, CAD 290, Barangay Panikwason, Naga City, filed before the Department of the Environment and Natural Resources and the Office of the President.
Councilor Dr. Jesse Albios.
Yes, Mr. Chair, this is pending before the Committee on Land Use.
So this is pending before the Committee on Land Use. Next item, please.
The committee report of the Committee on Housing and Settlement for the hearing last May 28.
Committee report of the Committee on Housing and Settlements. Report to be rendered by City Councilor Dr. Jesse Albios.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I request acknowledgement of the report of the Committee on Housing and Settlements?
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The committee hearing was held on 28 May 2026 and there was a quorum.
There was a quorum. Thank you.
The lone item is the letter from San Sebastian Homeowners Association expressing sincere appreciation for the recently granted condonation program, particularly on the removal of penalties for the late payments and bringing to the attention of the Sangguniang Panlungsod the concern regarding the limited payment period. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to request the comments of the Housing and Settlements Development Office regarding the matter. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Resolve further to request the City Treasurer's Office and the Housing and Settlements Development Office to submit the records of the collections made from November 2024 to present under the condonation program to the Sangguniang Panlungsod. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That ends the report. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you, City Councilor Dr. Jesse Albius. Next item, please.
Next is a letter dated May 25 from Marvin Sagon, Acting City Enro, expressing their opposition to the petition for land reclassification and award by grace of the lot 976-A filed by the Zone 6 Panikwasan Farmers Association.
Again, City Councilor Dr. Jesse Albius.
Yes, Mr. Chair, this is pending before the Land Use Committee.
So it's still pending with the Land Use Committee. Next item.
Committee report of the Committee on Culture and the Arts on the hearing last May 21st.
Committee on Culture and the Arts, headed by City Councilor David Casper Nathan Serio.
Mr. Chairman, may I request acknowledgement of this report of the Committee on Culture and
Your
Arts?
report is duly acknowledged.
There was a quorum during that committee hearing, Mr. Chair.
There was a quorum. Thank you.
For the first item, a letter dated 11 May 2026 from Mr. Allen Miranda, CPO Head, addressed to the Sangguniang Panlungsod regarding the request to retain, restore the official use of Santonja Street, which was renamed to Monsignor Nicanor Villasa in 1997 through City Ordinance 97098. There was also, together with this, a draft ordinance was submitted by said department head. For the disposition, Mr. Chair,
Yes, please.
it was agreed that we retain, we pass an ordinance retaining, revoking the City Ordinance number 97093 and retaining the name of that street as Santonja Street, and extending its extent up to the corner of Dayangdang. Sa Sangguniang po ang Santonja, uya sana inyong connecting road kang Ilyas Angeles saka Peña Francia Avenue. Iyan na connecting road na yan, yun sana yan. Pero magpuon duman sa may approach sa Colgante hanggang duman sa may Balyo kang sa may Dayangdang, may pong pangaran iyan. So there is a draft ordinance for this na-receive kang Sangguniang. Pwedeng paki-plus tabi, Secretary.
We now have the proposed ordinance.
Revoking City Ordinance number 97093 and officially retaining the name Santonja Street for the entire streets thereof, and extending its coverage to include the area from Colgante Bridge up to the corner of Dayangdang Street. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any comment? or reaction? Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved on second reading.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Next is the resolution number 2026-03 of Sangguniang Barangay of Kararayan, approving the street names at Zone 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. For the discussion, Mr. Chair, the committee resolved to return said barangay resolution to the proponent for incorporation of suggestions, comments made during the hearing. So moved.
Any second? Any objection?
Thank you.
There being none, the motion is approved.
Another disposition, the Barangay Government Unit of Kararayan.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
just a query. In the authority is with the barangay or with the city?
Councilor Serio?
I think it's within the city. Pero sa inda, na inaproba nanda sa level ninda, kaya niya ko ibalik yan duman, ikonsulta pa dago sa baba, and then mabalik gira rin sa tuya si Komen. Kung okay man sa to, uday.
So
Ta
eventually,
pinapa-justify ta, Mr. Chairman, taano tayo papangaran sa aron kani, mga leaders daanin dito, katong panahon na nag-contribute man duman.
so eventually, Mr. Chair, it would still be the
Yes, Mr. Chair.
which would pass the requisite ordinance.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so any other comment? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. I cannot
Another
understand.
disposition on the matter, the Barangay Unit of Karanayan should conduct consultation meetings with residents in the respective areas and submit the minutes of said meeting to the city, Sangguniang Panlungsod. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Another disposition on the matter to direct the CPO to furnish the CPO copy of said resolution and for that office to study the proposal. Ang CPO kaya, Mr. Chair, igwasindang garo ginibong inisyatiba na mga lugar sa Naga, sa mga streets, ipiglag nila sa tutol na mapa, updated, hanggang sa ini. Tapos pig-check man nila sa record kang Sangguniang si mga declarations, si mga basihan. Kaya nahiling nila itong inot na item na itong luma ng pangaran kang street, pigribayan, pinangaran man sa sarong padi. Pero si ordinance ata, data man ginamit, data man pig-observe, puon kang pigpasa itong ordinance ato. Kaya mas mare pang ibalik ta historical figure pati si pigribayan.
Okay.
Anyway, igwang arog kaya na mapang pigibo ang sa bilog na Naga na pinag-aadalan ini gabos. Kaya kay pantang comment man kang CPU, Mr. Chair. I so move.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
not an objection, just a manifestation. This may set a precedent, wherein the barangay would be the one to name streets in the city, and the Sangguniang would just follow what the barangay has fixed.
Mr. Chair, siguro
Yes.
we would communicate to the concerned barangay na ang gibunin da parang recommending
Okay.
bakong approving.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, thank you.
So may request the secretariat na sila na mag-inform.
Yes, please.
And I think Councilor Frank is right na ngarig malinaw na kita pamanggirara ay masabi kung anong pangalan.
So the Secretariat will be communicating with the concerned barangay council regarding this matter.
And siguro kapi-furnish itong asosasyon ka mga kapit kunyan tangarig nag-aaram sinda na on matters like this recommending lang sinda. Although recommending, igwa manggiral sindang justification, tano tapig recommend mo yan, particular na
Okay,
pangalan
thank
na yan.
you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Next item, proposed resolution authored by Councilor Wilfredo Jude Jokno and City Youth Councilor Angelina Balatero, declaring the city of Naga as a thriving community of museums in the Bicol region. expressing support for the Naga City Museums Association and the local museum industry. It was deferred due to the absence of the proponent, Mr. Chair.
So deferred.
Yes. Next item, proposed ordinance authored by Honorable Jefferson Romeo Felix, establishing the Naga City Barangay Heritage Program and City Archive, institutionalizing annual community documentation and education, providing capacity support to barangays and appropriating funds therefore. For the disposition, Mr. Chair. The committee resolved to defer the matter and await the revised version of the proposed ordinance that will be distributed to Nueva Cáceres Heritage Movement and the UAP for their comments on the proposed measure, and also to furnish the CPO and the Investment and Tourism Promotions Office, the City Mayor's Office, and the National Historical Commission of the Philippines for their comments.
Okay,
moved.
so any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Next item, letter dated 18 March 2026 from Regalado Trota Jose Jr., Chair of National Historical Commission of the Philippines, containing their comments and recommendations to the Sangguniang Panlungsod Resolution 2026-0176, titled Resolution earnestly requesting the national government to rename a portion of the tertiary national road in Naga City, province of Camarines Sur, particularly the segment from the boundary of Barangay Peña Francia, traversing barangays San Felipe, Pacol, Carolina, and Panikwason, to Senator Tecla San Andres Siga Avenue. For the disposition, Mr. Chair,
Yes, please.
the committee resolved to direct the Secretariat to follow up with the office of Congressman Nelson Ligacion, 3rd District of Camarines Sur, on the status of said resolution. So move.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Next item, proposed resolution authored by this representation requesting NHCP to concur with and approve the renaming of Plaza Quezon Naga City to Plaza Arejola in honor of Don Tomas Arejola, an illustrious son of Naga and ambos Camarines, patriot, reformist, and propagandist in the La Solidaridad movement. For the disposition,
Yes, please.
the committee resolved to defer consideration of matter and direct the Secretariat to furnish copies of the proposed ordinances to the following organizations, agencies, and offices for their comments. 1. Culture and Arts Coalition. 2. Sumaro Bicolnon. 3. The Naga City Heritage Movement Incorporated. And 4. CPO. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Item 6. A proposed resolution authored by this representation and Honorable Gil Rosales solemnly commemorating the anniversary of the 1972 Colgante Bridge tragedy, honoring the memory of the departed devotees, and reaffirming the city's unwavering commitment to public safety and vigilance during the Peña Francia festivities. For the disposition, Mr. Chair,
Yes, please.
the committee resolved to recommend to the plenary the approval of the proposed resolution titled A Resolution Solemnly Commemorating the Anniversary of the 1972 Colgante Bridge Tragedy, honoring the memory of the departed devotees, and reaffirming the city's unwavering commitment to public safety and vigilance during the Peña Francia festivities. Copy of the said
Secretariat, kindly
Igual na po
flash
submit,
the
sir.
copy of the proposed resolution.
So, I move that we adopt this resolution on joint collective motion.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Thank you. Next is the proposed ordinance of this representation declaring certain areas of Naga City as cultural heritage district or heritage site providing for their preservation, conservation, and management. Together with that is a letter from the Nueva Cáceres Heritage Movement containing the recommendations on the proposed ordinance. For the disposition, Mr. Chair,
Yes, please.
the committee resolved to defer consideration of the matter and direct the Secretariat to furnish copies of the proposed ordinance to the following, to the other organizations, Cultural Art Coalition, Sumarap Bicolnon, and CPO for their comments. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Next item, proposed ordinance authored by Councilor Felix declaring Kinalas as the official and culinary heritage icon of the city of Naga and providing measure for its documentation, promotion, responsible
Safeguarding.
safeguards, and support. For the disposition, Mr. Chair,
Yes, please.
the committee resolved to defer the consideration of the matter and direct the Secretary to furnish copies of the proposed ordinance to the following historians, organizations, and offices for their comments. 1. Dr. Danilo Madrid-Herona. 2. Jose Fernando Ubias. 3. Ramon Olaño. 4. Nueva Cáceres Heritage Movement. 5. University of Nueva Cáceres. Igwa na po sindaning particular na departments o kaya ano ako kaya sa eskwelahan. Bachelor of Culture and Arts.
The UNC.
Yep.
Okay.
Then the CPO.
How about the Ateneo?
If it's the pleasure of the may pasinang course pa yan, pero baka if that is the pleasure of the body na idadagtadig di ang LGU-Naga University, then we will do.
Reaction to that suggestion of including Ateneo de Naga? Yes, Councilor Felix?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we can include Ateneo de Naga for the consultations. Mr. Chair.
Okay.
How about Universidad de Santa Isabel?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Chair, if it will be a significant contribution to the policy, we can include, Mr. Chair.
So we will include Ateneo de Naga University
USI.
and the Universidad de Santa Isabel. Okay?
Next item, a letter dated 11 May 2026 from Mr. Riondanga of CPO addressed to the Sangguniang Panlungsod regarding the request to retain, restore official use of some, which was renamed to nagibutan na ni sa post item pa lang na
Yes.
sinanda po na yun. Ganun. May go to the next a letter dated 12 May 2026 also from Mr. Riondanga submitting their draft ordinance entitled Ordinance Establishing Guidelines on the Use of Philippine National Flag over the caskets of deceased civilians who have rendered distinguished service to the city of Naga, prescribing the qualifications, procedures, and protocols therefore, and for other purposes. For the disposition, Mr. Chair,
Yes, please.
the committee resolved to recommend to the plenary the adoption and approval of the proposed ordinance entitled An Ordinance Establishing Guidelines on the Use of Philippine National Flag over the caskets of deceased civilians.
We now have the proposed
etc.
ordinance. So reactions from the members of the council?
It was also agreed, Mr. Chair, that this representation as chairman of Committee on Culture and Arts and Councilor Felix will sponsor this proposed ordinance.
Councilor Felix, please.
Mr. Chair, I manifested to sponsor this proposed policy.
So, can we get reactions or comments?
Mr. Chair, mapaliwanag lang po ako.
Okay, please.
Ito kayang kunya na sarong nag-trigger ka katong nagadan si pamayota sa CCN. Ano ba dapat may flag ito, mayo? Kung igwang flag pa paano? Hindi pala ng paglalaag kang bandera, i-spread mo siya kung totally close si casket. kita baga, maski nahiling mo sila lagong nga kang bukas si window digdi, yaon si bandera, sala pala niyan. Kung bukas itong kunyan, nakatipig siya itong garong nakatriangle, kakakong ari nang nakaibabaw, malinaw kung ano, nakalagdig di sa ordinansa. Medyo kadakol pa ang aware kayan kung paano paglalagang bandera. Secretariat, please.
Kindly adjust the projection of the proposed ordinance.
So ito po si paliwanag kong kunya na tapos si mga nagserbi na
Secretariat, kindly adjust.
mga civilian, bako sa na si mga opisyalis, even department heads pwede. Nagserbi kang haloy sa kwan, pwede ka. Pwede kang taanin kwan. Masi sa barangay, igwang si mga na-identify na po digdi, si mga pwedeng laagan ng bandera.
Reaction, Councilor Mendoza?
Pati isking nga ni, kabali. Officials.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Actually, already the question to the proponent, and he already answered me. But just to put it on record, I'd like to repeat the question. Ano ang pagkakaiba kaning ordinance with the national law? Flag law or whatever law is that?
Igwang flag law na kwan naka po ni duman kundi pigahag base sa paliwanag man kan proponent na opisina nakasabi duman na maggibo dapat nin ordinansa sa baba para mas si implementation kani mas malinaw sa mga barangay. Itong nga ni paliwanag ko na papasala kita kung sisay ang pwede, sisay suday, di na sisimbag na yan. Tapos paano ang paglalag ng bandera? Although nakalag na yan sa national law, ang kadaklan digdi sa baba, day pa. And with this ordinance, obligasyon kang sipyo na paliwanag ni sa mga barangay, officials, sa mga organisasyones, tangarig tama man ang pagtautanin respeto sa bandera.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Any other comment?
Mr. Chair, siguro baka kaipuhan na igwang unang mapugulan na kopya ang mga membros, pwede man ining ano sa pleasure nindo. Pwede man sa next
Okay,
session.
so we will give each member of the council a copy of the proposed ordinance. So we will defer discussion on the
Yes,
approval
Mr.
of
Chair,
this.
and direct the Secretariat to furnish each member copy of the proposed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all, Mr. Chair. Finally.
Thank you, Councilor Serio. Next item, please.
Next is a letter dated May 31st from Emeline Salgado of Ciudad de Quinalas President submitting their comment on the proposed Quinalas Heritage Ordinance.
So we will refer this to the Committee on Culture and the Arts. Next item, please.
Next is the revised copy of the proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable Jefferson Romeo Felix, an ordinance declaring Quinalas as the official culinary heritage icon of the City of Naga and providing measures for its documentation, promotion, responsible safeguarding, and support.
Again, we will refer this to the Committee on Culture and the Arts. Councilor Felix.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I request, Mr. Chair, that this revised version will be the one that will be sent to the institutions mentioned earlier, Mr. Chair.
Okay, please take note of the request of City Councilor Felix.
Also, another thing, Mr. Chair, is that maybe we can indicate in the committee report that those individuals and institutions should send their written comments 5 or 7 days upon receipt of the copy.
Okay, thank you. So please take note, Madam Secretary. Next item, please.
Next is the committee report with the Committee on Health and Nutrition on the hearing last May 20.
Committee on Health and Nutrition, co-chaired by Doctor of Psychology, Gail Abunal Gomez.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, may I request acknowledgement for the Committee on Health and Nutrition.
Your report is...
The committee hearing was held last May 20. We had a quorum, Mr. Chair.
You have a quorum. Okay, thank you.
Item number 1 is a proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable Jefferson Romeo B. Felix, establishing a healthy beverage policy in city government facilities, city programs, city-supported activities, covered barangay activities, school-linked activities, and other city-linked settings in the city of Naga. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to first defer consideration of the matter to await for the comments and recommendations from various stakeholders who have not yet submitted their written inputs on the proposed ordinance. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Second, to direct the Secretariat to coordinate with the City Events, Protocol and Public Information Office as the said office is in contact with various beverage companies. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Further directing the Secretariat to furnish the identified beverage companies with the proposed ordinance for their comments to be submitted to the Secretariat within 10 days upon receipt thereof. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The second item is the proposed ordinance by the Honorable Jefferson Romeo Felix establishing a healthy food environment policy in city government facilities, city programs, city-supported activities, covered barangay activities, school-linked activities, and other city-linked settings in the city of Naga. May I go to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to defer consideration of the matter and wait for the revised draft on the proposed ordinance, incorporating the recommendations made by the committee and stakeholders during the committee hearing. May I know, Mr. Chair, from the proponent, if the proponent is yet to submit the revised draft. So move, Mr. Chair.
Okay, any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The third and last item is a letter dated April 30 from Our Lady of Lourdes Infirmary submitting their comment on the proposed ordinance of the Honorable Jefferson Romeo B. Felix titled An Ordinance Institutionalizing the Annual Observance of World Health Day in the City of Naga on every April 7. May I go to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to defer consideration of the matter to allow the proponent more time to conduct further studies to enhance the proposal and to await for the submission of its revised draft. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That ends the report, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, City Councilor Dr. Gayla Bonal Gomez. Next item, please.
Next is the committee report of the Committee on Information Technology, jointly with the Culture and the Arts.
Committee on Information Technology and the Committee on Culture and the Arts. The report will be rendered by City Councilor Attorney Aris Macaraig.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I request that the committee report of Committee on Information Technology jointly with Committee on Culture and the Arts be recognized, Mr. Chair.
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The meeting was held on May 28, 2026, and we had a quorum, Mr. Chair.
There was a quorum. Thank you.
May I proceed, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The first business for the day was the NCPC Board Resolution number 8, Series of 2026, proposed ordinance governing ethical use of artificial intelligence in all creative and artistic projects and programs. This is for the benefit of the cultural workers from the artistic group and against economic displacement. There was a thorough discussion, Mr. Chair, and may I proceed to the disposition?
Yes,
Mr. Chair?
please.
The committee resolved to defer the consideration of the matter. And number 2, to direct the Secretariat to furnish the offices and organizations listed with a copy of a proposed ordinance for their comments and recommendations shall be submitted in 10 days, including the Nueva Cáceres Heritage Movement, the UAP Camarines Sur, the NCHACC, and the SEPIO. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
And the second item is the letter dated April 7, 2026 by the City Legal Officer addressed to Mr. Roel J. Salva of Globe Telecom. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to take note and defer action on the matter, considering that the proposed undertaking remains under negotiation with city government and Globe Telecom. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That ends the report, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, City Councilor Attorney Aris Macaraig. Next item.
Next is the committee report with the Committee on Blue Ribbon and Administrative Cases.
The Blue Ribbon Committee, and the report will be rendered by City Councilor Attorney Uying Rosales.
Mr. Chairman, may I move for the acknowledgement of the report for the meeting held June 1, 2026?
Your report is duly acknowledged.
There was a quorum, Mr. Chairman.
There was a quorum. Thank you.
The known item pertains to the complaint filed by Ms. Cristina C. Terrenal, educare teacher of Barangay Panikwason against Punong Barangay Domingo L. Ramos for grave misconduct, conduct prejudicial to the best interests of service and oppression. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to recommend to the plenary the adoption of the committee's draft decision in the administrative case filed by the complainant against Punong Barangay Domingo Ramos. The draft decision is already provided to the members of the Sangguniang Panlungsod. The dispositive portion of which reads, wherefore, premises considered there being no substantial evidence to hold respondent Punong Barangay Domingo Ramos administratively liable for the charges of grave misconduct and oppression, this case is hereby dismissed. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That ends my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, City Councilor Attorney Uying Rosales. Next item, please.
Next is the committee report with Committee on Land Use on the hearing last May 28.
The Committee on Land Use, the report will be rendered by City Councilor Doc Jesse Albios.
Mr. Chair, may I request acknowledgement of the report of the Committee on Land Use?
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The committee hearing was held on May 28, 2026, and there was a quorum.
There was a quorum. Thank you.
First items, the letter dated 23 March 2026 from Gerald Law, President, Villa Concepcion Subdivision Homeowners Association, Incorporated, pertaining to the proposed donation by FF Cruz and Sons Company, Incorporated, of the road lots and open spaces in Villa Concepcion Subdivision. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of the Honorable Francisco Mendoza, duly seconded by Honorable Serio, Ms. Vergara, and Engineer De Los Reyes, the committee resolved to direct the Sangguniang Panlungsod Secretariat to furnish FF Cruz and Company Incorporated with the position paper of the Villa Concepcion Subdivision Homeowners Association and the legal opinion of the City Legal Office, and to request the submission of their position paper or comments within 10 days from receipt thereof. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Resolved further to furnish the Villa Concepcion Homeowners Association with the legal opinion of the City Legal Office and the Suit Department Circular Number 2026-006 dated 13 May 2026, and to request the submission of their position paper within 10 days from receipt thereof. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
And finally, on motion of the Honorable Mendoza, duly seconded by Honorable Serio and Ms. Vergara, The committee further resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod that the City Legal Office and the other city government offices be authorized to conduct a meeting with the Villa Concepcion Homeowners Association and FF Cruz and Company Incorporated to thrash out the contentious provisions of the proposed deed of donation and thereafter submit a report of the discussions to the Sangguniang Panlungsod during the next scheduled committee hearing. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Item number 2 is the letter from Engineer Rodel C. Martinez, OIC Parpo 2, informing and updating the Sangguniang Panlungsod about their action regarding resolution number 2025-396, which requires the factual and legal basis for the conversion of a 9.0984 hectare agricultural land situated in Barangay Pacol, Naga City. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of the Honorable Francisca Mendoza, duly seconded by Honorable Sergio and Ms. Vergara, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod to refer this matter to the City Legal Office for appropriate legal action against the responsible parties in connection with the alleged irregular conversion of the 9.0984 hectare agricultural land located in Barangay Pacol, Naga City, and to submit a report to the Sangguniang Panlungsod on the legal remedies and actions it intends to undertake to prevent the recurrence of similar incidents in the future. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any
Second.
second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Resolved further to furnish the City Legal Office with a copy of the letter from the Department of Agriculture, Agrarian Reform for its information and reference. So move.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Item number 3 is the notice of violation issued by the City Planning and Development Office to Dynamic 3G Construction and Supply Corporation for their Villa Emilieta subdivision, formerly Mantaville Housing, located at Sitio Badang, Cararay, Naga City. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
Considering that the matter pertains to the action taken by the City Planning and Development Office pursuant to the directive of the Sangguniang Panlungsod, the committee resolved to take note of the matter. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Item number 4 is the proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable Francisca Mendoza, revising and updating the rules, procedures, and criteria for the issuance of special use permit, amending for the purpose relevant provisions of ordinance number 2000-071, otherwise known as the revised zoning ordinance of Naga City. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of the Honorable Francisca Mendoza, duly seconded by Honorable Sergio, the committee resolved to defer consideration of the matter to provide the proponent sufficient time to study the recommendations of the City Legal Office and consider their possible incorporation into the proposed ordinance. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That ends the report. Thank you and good.
Thank you, City Councilor Dr. Jesse Albius. Next item, please.
Next is the committee report of the Committee on Public Utilities.
Committee on Public Utilities. Again, this will be rendered by City Councilor Dr. Jesse Albius.
Mr. Chair, may I request acknowledgement of the report of the Committee on Public Utilities.
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The committee hearing was held on May 28, 2026, and there was a quorum.
There was a quorum. Thank you.
First item is the email sent 18 April 2026 from Earl David Gunyo seeking clarification on the current policies and programs in place for the inspection, auditing, and regulation of buses operating in the Naga Manila route. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
Considering the response provided by the Bicol Central Station Terminal Management to the complainant, as contained in his email dated 20 April 2026, the committee resolved to take note of the matter. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Items 2 and 3 were tackled simultaneously. The letter dated 23 January 2026 from Duan L. Caringal, Head Network Operations and Maintenance, Eastern Telecommunications Philippines Incorporated, containing their position on the proposed underground cabling system for Naga City by Bester Telecom Philippines Corporation. And item number 3, the letter dated 22 January 2026 from Attorney Glenn Anayron, Legal Affairs, Government Relations, Converge, containing their comments and recommendations requesting for the confirmation of the final schedule and venue of the meeting pertaining to the implementation of the Underground Cabling Plus Ordinance. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
Considering that the meeting of the Underground Cabling Task Force has already been conducted on 24 March 2026, the committee resolved to take note of the matter and declare it moot and academic. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Number 5 is the email sent 24 March 2026 of Mariam Shika Estrella Fuad Khalil, Account Manager, Telca Network Incorporated, expressing their intent to collaborate with the City of Naga regarding the implementation of the underground utility and infrastructure development in Naga City. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of the Honorable Sergio, the committee resolved to direct the Sangguniang Panlungsod Secretariat to furnish the Underground Cabling Task Force with copies of the position papers submitted by Eastern Telecommunication Philippines Incorporated and Converge ICT Solutions. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Resolved further to direct the Underground Cabling Task Force to prepare and submit to the Sangguniang Panlungsod a roadmap outlining the steps and timeline for the completion of the implementing rules and regulations of the Underground Cabling Ordinance. So move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Resolved finally to schedule another committee hearing within 2 weeks for the presentation by Telca Network Incorporated and PLDT of the respective concepts and proposals for a co-build arrangement. So move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That ends the report of the Committee on Public Utilities.
Thank you, City Councilor Doc Jesse Albios. Next item, please.
Next is the committee report of the Committee on Games and Amusement on the hearing last May 28.
Committee on Games and Amusement. Again, the report will be rendered by City Councilor Doc Jesse Albios.
Mr. Chair, may I request acknowledgement of the report of the Committee on Games and Amusement?
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The committee hearing was held on May 28, 2026, and there was a quorum.
There was a quorum. Thank you.
Number 1 is undated letter from Mr. Adolfo Villamonte and Mr. Rode Peña Redondo requesting for a permit to conduct 6-tag invitational derby for a cause at the Jesse M. Robredo on September 12, 2026. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of the Honorable David Casper Nathan A. Serio, duly seconded by Honorable Wilfredo Jude A. Jokno, Purong Barangay Jackie Villaferte, and Mr. Benjamin Barbosa, the committee resolved to recommend to defer the matter due to the unavailability of the requested venue, considering the information provided by Mr. Dave Barcasio of the Office of the City Mayor that the JMR Coliseum Rehabilitation Project has already undergone the bidding process and is expected to commence at the soonest possible time. So move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Furthermore, the committee agreed to allow the proponent sufficient time to identify and secure an alternative venue and thereafter submit a new request for the consideration and appropriate action of the Sangguniang. So move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Item number 2, letter dated 6 May 2026 from Mr. Frederick Santamaria, Manager Bingo Boutique, seeking the renewal of their franchise to operate Bingo Boutique at Villa Caceres Hotel, DCT, and change the operator's name from Oviedo Incorporated to Big R Gaming Corporation. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of the Honorable David Casper Nathan A. Serio, duly seconded by Honorable Jokno, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod to defer the matter pending the submission of the pertinent documents supporting the request for a change of corporate name. This document shall include the necessary certificates and approval from the DTI, PAGCOR, and other concerned agencies, as well as the bank regulations cited by Mr. Santamaria as the basis for the proposed change of name. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Item number 3 is letter dated May 7, 2026 of Mr. Eduardo Jose L. Mercado Jr., owner of Caceres Gaming Corporation, applying for permit to hold a two-cock derby on June 11, 2026 at the Caceres Sports Arena, San Felipe, Naga City. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of the Honorable David Casper Nathan Serio, duly seconded by Honorable Jokno, the committee resolved to recommend to the plenary for a passage of a resolution granting a permit for the conduct of a two-cock derby to Mr. Eduardo Jose Mercado Jr. on June 11, 2026 at the Caceres Sports Arena. So
Any
moved, Mr.
second?
Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That ends the report, Mr. Chair. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you, City Councilor Doc Jesse Albios. Next item, please.
Next is the request for notice to file verified answer filed by Barangay Kagawad Norman Ribay.
Yes, Councilor Rosales.
We received this complaint from the Office of the Ombudsman sometime around the second week of March for appropriate action by the Sangguniang Panlungsod. However, we have not yet issued the notice to file an answer to Kagawad Eugene Norman Ribay in relation to this complaint. So may we just request the Secretariat to furnish a copy of the complaint together with its attachments and require the respondent to submit his verified answer within I think 15 days, which is provided in our rules. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. Next item, please.
Next is the committee report, the Committee on Appropriations on the hearing last
The Committee
June
on
1st.
Appropriations. The report will be rendered by City Councilor Elmer Baldemoro.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, may I request for the acknowledgement of the joint committee report of the Committee on Appropriation and Committee on Health and Nutrition.
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The hearing conducted yesterday and there was a quorum.
There was a quorum. Thank you.
Item number 1, letter dated May 18, 2026, from the Office of the City Mayor endorsing the letter of Dr. Joseph Sanchez in connection with the non-payment of professional fee to the physicians of the Naga City General Hospital. May I go directly to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of the Honorable Hilda Gail Abunal Gomez, duly seconded by Ms. Diasis and Mr. Santo Domingo, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod to direct the Naga City General Hospital to submit to the Sangguniang Panlungsod a detailed breakdown of the 4.6 million claim, including the corresponding services rendered and periods covered, together with all other pertinent supporting documents necessary for the evaluation of the claim. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Resolve further to refer the matter to the City Budget Office for the identification and evaluation of possible sources of funds for the request. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Item number 2, letter dated May 11, 2026, from Dr. Joseph Sanchez, City Hospital Chief, requesting for the passage of an ordinance that formally commits the city government to provide commensurate MOOE to cover the increased utility cost and human resources for health. May I go directly to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
Motion of the Honorable Hilda Gail Abunal Gomez, duly seconded by Mr. Santo Domingo. The committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod to refer the matter to the local health board for appropriate action. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Resolve further to request the Naga City General Hospital to submit to the committee and to the local health board its projected maintenance and other operating expenses and the estimated cost of the additional personnel required for the proposed Phase 2 expansion of the hospital. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Item number 3, the proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable Francisco Mendoza authorizing the grant of medical allowance to qualified officials and employees of the City Government of Naga in the amount of 7,000 pesos per annum, prescribing the modes of availment, liquidation, and recovery mechanism, and for other purposes. This also include the letter dated May 20 from Attorney Angel Ohastro, City Legal Officer, submitting their comments and recommendation on the proposed ordinance authorizing the grant of medical allowance to employees of the City Government of Naga, and also the position paper on the utilization of the 7,000 medical allowance, and on the proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable Mendoza, submitted by the Naga City Local Government Unit Employees Alliance. May I go directly to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
Motion of Honorable Hilda Gail Abunal Gomez, duly seconded by Ms. Diasis, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod to furnish a copy of the revised proposed ordinance to all departments and offices of the City Government of Naga and the Nasalgaya, and request their comments and recommendation to be submitted within 7 days to the Sangguniang Panlungsod. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Resolve further to direct the City Human Resource Management Office to coordinate with the City Health Office and the Naga City General Hospital for the medical profile of all city government employees. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That's end my report, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, City Councilor Elmer Baldemoro. Next item, please.
Under new business, item number 1 is a letter dated May 25 from the CPDO containing their evaluation and the documents submitted by Carmencita General relative to her application for a special use permit for their proposed Agave Resto Bar located at Door 4, Rocco Building, Zone 7, San Felipe de City.
Committee on Land Use.
Next is the proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable David Casper Nathan Serio et al. Prescribing guidelines for school parents, teachers, association within the jurisdiction of Naga City concerning the implementation of the Department of Education of no collection policy, providing for voluntary contributions and audit mechanisms, establishing an auxiliary subsidy fund, and prescribing penalties for violations.
Committee on Education.
Next is the first endorsement dated May 28 from the Trimobile Task Force endorsing 2 applications for transfers of Trimobile franchise for review and approval.
Committee on Transport.
The proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable Francisco Mendoza on the patas presyo para sa paraumang Nagenyo.
Committee on Agriculture.
A communication from the Office of the City Mayor requesting for the reversion for the passage of an ordinance reverting to an appropriated balance the total amount of 3,987,172 pesos representing savings from the other general services accounts under the MOE of various departments, appropriating the same to augment the other general services accounts of the different departments and offices.
Committee on Appropriations.
Next is another communication from the Office of the City Mayor requesting for the passage of an ordinance reverting to an appropriated balance the amount of 2,954,700 from the unencumbered balances of the continuing appropriation for fiscal years 2024 and 2025 under the Local Development Fund, and appropriating the same as part of the 2026 LDF to the following offices.
Again, to the Committee on Appropriations.
Next is an endorsement from the CPDO of the application for a special use permit
How's that again?
As recommended by Honorable Aris.
The application, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Councilor Aris Macaraig.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The application of a certain Bianca Giruela Acabado, duly recommended for approval by the City Planning in a letter dated May 20, 2026 and received by the Sangguniang Panlungsod on May 21, 2026, Mr. Chair.
So we will refer this to
The Committee on Land Use, Mr. Chair.
the Committee on Land Use. Next item, please.
Next, under other matters, the transmittal from the Department of Interior and Local Government Naga City Operations Office, providing copy of the memorandum issued by the DILG Regional Director pertaining to the conduct of nationwide online webinar on residential assistance to barangay under the Socio-Civic Project Funds.
We take note of this particular item.
A letter dated May 28 from the CPDO referring to the document submitted by Mr. Sherwin Calampiano of Starlight Foods and Beverage House, their review on the same and their recommendations thereof.
We take note of this item. Next item, please.
A letter from Artita Law Office requesting for medical record of Corina Aquino.
What is that?
Take note, Mr. Chair.
Dr.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. This is just a request from a certain legal counsel for medical records, which is with the Our Lady of Lourdes Infirmary. So we were just given.
So
a
we
copy.
take note of
Yes, Mr.
this
Chair.
item. Next item, please.
Nominal voting.
Councilor Rosales.
Mr. Chairman, we have two ordinances for third and final reading. May I move to transfer it to nominal voting and approve the same?
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved on third reading. Adjourn.
Non-debatable, Mr.